So you're looking to record a guitar on your computer. So what's the first thing you need? You need an audio interface. So I've got a couple of options here to show you guys. This is a guide really to beginners that are looking to get an audio interface. I'm going to share you a story of what I bought, why I bought it, and what use have I had with it really. So first thing you got to look at, what do you want to record? Do you want to record yourself into your DAW with Guitar Rig or something, or do you want to record band, like drums, guitar, bass, whatever, at the same time? So yeah, that's what you want to look at first. Also, you want to think about size. Have you got a studio or have you got a little bedroom? What I've got is a little bedroom, but I managed to get a 19U rack case there anyway. So another factor you need to take into consideration is your budget. How much money do you have? How much money do you want to spend? So you can pick up a little USB interface like this for about £50 these days. I paid a bit more for mine. This is about £400, primarily because it's Firewire and it's got 8 inputs on it, well 10 inputs in total with all the back stuff. So if you're by yourself recording and you've got no intention in the future of doing any band recording, anything like that, you're probably going to look at a 1 input or 2 input interface like this. This is the EMI Audio Fast Track. This is really useful for recording yourself, recording when you're on the go. It's quite handy. 2 inputs, direct monitor and your headphone jack, and you've got 2 outs there, so you can plug into some monitors or speakers or whatever you want. And you've got phantom power, which is also useful, so if you've got a condenser mic, you can also power that as well. So for the other use case, you want to record a band, you want to record more than yourself, you're going to be looking at 4 or more inputs basically. So what I bought in the end was a Presonus Fire Studio Project. It's a 10x10 interface, so 10 ins and 10 outs. You've got 8 XLRs on the front, all the adjustments for them there. You've got phantom power for banks of them on the back here, SPDIF for your hi-fis and stuff, and you've got MIDI for your keyboards and stuff, or your keyboard warriors out there. You've got 2 outs for your monitors, loads of outs for use with either outboard rack effects or stuff like that, and you've got sender returns effects loops. That's the main thing, use case. So I've had quite a lot of use for this, recording demos and stuff like that before the band went to the studio and stuff. Was really handy. So obviously this is a Firewire interface, which is a different connector, and this one is a USB interface. Back in the day when I was looking at these about 5 years ago, 6 years ago now, USB 2 wasn't quite out there yet, and Firewire was the king of audio interfaces. So what you used to get then was a lot of latency in your sound. You're playing guitar, and then a millisecond later it gets processed through your DAW, back through your speakers, and there's a slight delay and it really off-putting. So that's what I didn't want, that's why I went for Firewire. Nowadays it's not so much of a problem, since most audio manufacturers now use USB 2 or USB 3. You've also got Thunderbolt as well, which is even a quicker way of processing your sound. So there's not really much in it these days when it comes to inputs. So that's basically why I went for the Firewire back in the day. So what else do you need to make these things work? You need a DAW or a digital audio workstation. The software that takes your analog signal into a digital signal and lets you record your audio. So nowadays it's bundled with all interfaces. So this is an Avid M Audio. This came with Pro Tools, like a cheap version of Pro Tools. And the Presonus stuff comes with Studio One Artist. It's a really good piece of software. Again, cut down, but it does the job, it gets the jobs done. Yeah, USB and Firewire. Obviously, you've got the issue of connectivity there. Not all computers these days have a Firewire port. That's why they've more primarily these days used Thunderbolt, obviously for the higher transfer rates. But this is a Firewire one. You can see it's if nobody's seen Firewire, it's quite an old technology. This is a Firewire 800 cable, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you try and plug that into a laptop from Curry's or PC World or something, you won't find a port for that. That's why I went for the 2013 MacBook Pro to use in mine. So guys, I hope that was useful for you. I hope there was plenty of information there. If not, give us a comment, give us a like, give us a dislike, tell us why you didn't dislike it, what haven't I said, and I hope you make a right decision when buying an interface, and we'll see you in the next video.